What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Figure It Out of the Basement's action figure talk show. Today, we're doing a fan request.
We are.
So this comes from Josh Pierce, faithful commenter. He says, next topic, obscure Star Wars character wishlist. Personally want to get Wuro from the Galaxy's Edge comic book. Have not read the Galaxy's Edge comic book. Is it worth reading, Josh? We do like to read the Star Wars comic books, but
we like to read.
We kind of stick with, you know, your Vader, your mainline Star Wars. I personally just finished reading The Rise of Kylo Ren. I really enjoyed that one. So that's what we're doing today. We're doing an obscure Star Wars wish list. We're not doing any specific order or anything. We're just going to rifle off some characters that we would like to see in the line. Of course, I'm Nate, joined with Justin.
What's up, guys?
And make sure you comment down below your favorite obscure Star Wars characters that you would like to see in the line. Because obviously there's a billion background characters, obscure characters in Star Wars. A lot of them have 3 3/4 inch figures, but not too many of them have 6-inch Black Series figures. So we're going to list off a few. Justin, why don't you start us off with our first one?
Our first pick today is special to the action figure community.
True.
And that is Yakface from Return of the Jedi.
Yes.
It's a big one. The 3 3/4 inch is rare. We have Yakface, the YouTube channel / Instagram / website / overall Black Series news source of Yakface. Probably. So I just think it would just be special to get a figure and make him really happy, I bet.
Yeah, 100%. And you got to imagine, just based off of the screenshots, because Yakface is in the movie for a hot second. It's pretty much, you got to pause it if you want to see it. Although, I guess there was a deleted scene where he had an argument with Reese, and C-3PO like translates it or something, but he'd be a massive hulking figure too, because he looks pretty tall compared to everything else. Yeah. Of course, actually looks like a yak. That's where the name comes from. So, two more. I'll lump these two together. They're in the same scene from Star Wars 77, and this is Devilman and Wolfman.
Yes. Whatever those respective names are.
Yes.
I mean, it's obvious that they just went to a Halloween store and bought some masks.
Especially for Wolfman. It is literally just a werewolf. Maybe we could get a 2-pack.
But the red eyes are super cool on Wolfman.
Yeah, he's got those light up eyes in the movie. Maybe we could get a 2-pack.
I'd be down.
Just lump them together.
I'd be down. Coming up next, this was one of my picks. A Tal Z, because I don't know the specific character name for any of them, but the species is Tal Z, T-A-L-Z, and those are the abominable snowman looking creatures. There is one in the cantina scene in Star Wars, but the race is also featured in the Clone Wars, and it's always been a cool story arc for me. They don't speak the galactic language. They speak their own language, and they're kind of like more primitive beasts, and they killed droids and clone troopers because they're defending their homeworld. And there's that arc with the really cool looking snow clone troopers. Love those designs. Wish we could get those in the Black Series as well. But since they're further explored in the Clone Wars, and it's a really cool design, there's like a tongue snout thing that comes out, and then they have 4 eyes. It's a very cool alien design.
The tongue thing is, it's kind of gross.
Yeah.
It kind of,
especially in the cantina scene, he like wipes it.
Yeah.
Like, is there snot coming out of that?
Just like,
he's wiping his nose.
Like, I don't like that. It's foreign. I don't like that.
Yeah. So the Tal Z.
Next up would be a pick of mine, and this is just an Thorian. Again, don't really have a specific character name, but the species as a whole. I know there's an Thorian Jedi somewhere in the Star Wars universe, but again, this is alien race that's featured in the cantina scene, kind of like the flat, curvy head
elephant thing.
Yeah, I just like the way it looks. It's like a super unique, weird, far out there alien design.
Yeah, and the Black Series alien designs are good.
Yes.
They always knock it out of the park with alien designs.
Every single one of them.
Yep. Up next is Jedi Shaggy.
Yes.
From the 2D Clone Wars.
Yes. If you guys aren't familiar with the 2003 version of Clone Wars, there's a random scene where there's a lot of Jedi trapped in a...
like wreckage?
Yeah, like a wreckage, and General Grievous is hunting them, and this Jedi just looks exactly like Shaggy from Scooby-Doo. To the point where I don't know if this is necessarily canon or if this is just a fan name that they came up with. It's on Wikipedia. It would just be a funny little inside joke to the Star Wars fan base.
A little Scooby-Doo Jedi.
Yeah, and, we already got, even though it's the wrong head sculpt, but we do have, Clone Commander Obi-Wan from the 2003 Clone Wars. So that means we could maybe eventually get some more characters from the 2003 version of Clone Wars, which is an awesome series. And maybe one day we'll finish watching it and do a wish list from that specifically.
Exactly. Up next, this is a banger. Size Noodles. Just give me the whole Max Rebo band while you're at it. Droopy McCool, Max Rebo, Size Noodles. But Size Noodles does have a character arc in the Clone Wars where she kills Zero the Hutt.
Good old Uncle Zero.
Yeah. That's just... it's good for a meme.
Yeah, it'd be a nice meme. Now, would you want special edition guy?
No.
Uni-Che guy?
No. I want the original theatrical Size Noodles.
I agree. Next up for me is Low Gray, or actually any Ewok, because...
we don't have any.
How is it 2020 and we don't even have Wicket in the Black Series line? And I know a lot of people will probably say it's coming for the 40th anniversary of Return of the Jedi, but that's still 3 years away. That's so long from now. Who even knows if the Black Series will go on for that much longer?
I sure hope so.
I mean, I hope so as well, but you got to think the Star Wars content is slowing way down. We're just getting Mandalorian Season 2, Clone Wars Season 7.
But there's enough in the prequels and the OT and everything that we can keep it going.
True, and it could be an exciting time for them to actually start digging into some of this stuff. And
Jedi.
Yeah, please. Obscure Jedi. And then the next one would fit in with the Jabba's Palace diorama, because I would love to fill all of these characters out. And that is Ula, who's the green Twilek that gets eaten by the Rancor. Specifically just because, we're starting to fill it out. It's starting to grow in the series, especially within like the last year or so when we got Skiffguard Lando. Of course, I'd love a re-release of Bouche Leia, just throwing that out there.
Of course.
But yeah, just be a nice pick to fill out
Jabba's
Palace.
She come with the whip or whatever it is.
I think she's chained. It's just like a really long chain because she's trying to pull herself away from Jabba, and then he just drops her.
Yeah. Up next is the Silver Protocol droid, whichever one you want. Ring theory here. We have one at the beginning of Star Wars 77 behind R2 and 3PO in the Tantive 4. Is that what that is called? That, Rebellion Corvette cruiser, or whatever it's called, noob.
Yeah.
Or the one at the beginning of Phantom Menace, the female Silver Protocol droid that comes in.
Maybe it's the same droid. The ring theory.
Yes. And I love that scene where the room fills with smoke, the toxin, and then she just walks out. It's like the tension builds up, and then she just casually walks out of the room.
Yeah, true.
So I think it'd be cool to have, and they already have the mold with 3PO. So
true, and they made Dr. Afra's protocol droid.
Yeah,
whatever that 000, something like that.
Whatever.
Yeah. Next up is from the recent Rise of Kylo Ren comic book, and this is a pick of mine, and that is the original Ren, whose name is just Ren. He's kind of like burnt up on his chest and arms, and he has a red lightsaber, and he's a dark side force user, I believe. Although I don't think he really demonstrates any like force abilities, but he can fight with a lightsaber, and he's obviously super acrobatic.
Well, doesn't he hold the lightsaber up by the force? Like he makes it float?
Oh yeah, true. Issue? Yeah, that is true. And you know, maybe come with the removable helmet so you could see his normal face, which is just like a random, like nondescript old white guy head. Kind of reminds me of what's his name from Fallen Order? Malicos.
Oh, Terran Malicos.
Yeah. Kind of.
Maybe it is him.
Now that would be cool. Although, you know,
wouldn't make sense.
Right. He'd have to be way older.
Yeah. Speaking of dark side Force users that aren't necessarily Sith, and they're also from Fallen Order, we have the Ninth Sister. She's also from the Vader Dark Lord of the Sith comic book by Charles Soule that we always mention, because you should read it.
True.
Super large alien creature. Love the visor, like this Imperial outfit, all black, but there's like a red visor.
And we got the second sister. She needs her ninth sister.
Yeah.
Because they kind of go hand in hand.
I'd be down to get all the Inquisitors from that comic book and from Rebels and Fallen Order, just because they all have super dope designs. They all have that same, like, double-bladed, like, rotating lightsaber.
True.
So, let's get some more of those Inquisitors. Get the Grand Inquisitor in there, of course.
Yeah, it's bizarre, again, because they were fleshing out Rebels so much. They were giving, you know, they gave us almost every single person in the Ghost Crew, besides Zeb, who's allegedly coming. I don't know what Hasbro's waiting for. And then they just kind of stopped, though. They were just kind of like, all right.
Yeah, whatever.
You got Thrawn and everything, and I feel like the Grand Inquisitor is a pretty major villain. Isn't he the villain of Season 1?
Yeah,
in a lot
he's
of
the
ways?
main villain of Season 1,
yeah,
for sure.
It's weird that we didn't get him, but maybe in the future. Next up is from Star Wars Episode 2, Attack of the Clones. Not really too obscure. I feel like a lot of people know who she is. I'm talking about Zam Wessel, who's the changeling bounty hunter that is assassinated by Jango Fett.
This makes me think when we were in the car the other, like a week ago, and we were recreating the sounds that... and, you know, it's revealed. Changeling.
Yeah.
She's like... Whoa.
Give her both faces. Give us a masked and unmasked. Or make that just like a nice cloth piece that we can put over her face if we so choose. But I'm just down for more bounty hunters.
Maybe a little tube of worms.
Yeah. Maybe she comes with the little assassin droid that deploys the worms.
Yeah.
Remember I used to have one of those. I had an Obi-Wan, but he attached to it with magnets, I think. And you could have Obi-Wan hanging from it like in the movie, little 3 3/4 inch figure.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know what other character from Episode 2 Attack of the Clones that we would just love to see?
Yes.
Dexter Jetser. He owns a diner in the Star Wars universe.
A space diner. A space 50s diner, too, specifically. It looks like the Shoops in your city, if you know what Shoops hamburgers are.
Yeah. Or, like, something from Fallout? Even?
Yeah.
Like...
He's just a four-armed alien with a mustache, and I've always been like, why is this in?
His, like, belly's hanging out, and he's, like, itching his ass.
Yeah, and always pulling up his pants. He's got the greasy burger stains on his shirt.
Oh, that's a Kaminoan dart. Saber dart. What?
It's just such a bizarre scene in Star Wars. It just comes out of nowhere, and you're like, why does Obi-Wan know this guy? Why does Obi-Wan know to come to this guy? Like, how is he a specialist in, like, assassination darts?
He retired after his long career of whatever, espionage and...
Where's the prequel comic book about Dexter Jetster?
Yeah, we want to know why he has the knowledge that he holds.
We got an Obi-Wan and Anakin comic book series, but I want an Obi-Wan and Dexter Jetster comic book series written by Charles Soule.
Charles, get on it. Charles.
Please, we know you watch our videos. He doesn't watch our videos. But those are all the obscure Star Wars characters that we thought of off the top of our head. Of course, like I said at the beginning, there's way more. There's millions. Not actual millions, but probably hundreds of background Star Wars characters. So what are some of your favorites that you would like to see in the line? Definitely comment down below. Let's talk obscure Star Wars characters.
Also, comment those topic suggestions, because we love doing topic suggestions.
True. It's always a lot of fun. Of course, Mostly about Black Series, but we're also down for some NECA stuff.
Yeah.
Although you guys don't seem to watch our NECA videos too much. But either way, if you enjoyed this episode of Figure It Out, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe if you are new, share this video with your friends, ring the bell so you know when we are uploading. Of course,
Jesus.
We also do action figure reviews on the channel for all sorts of Star Wars Black Series figures. We might even start jumping into some older releases.
Doing some retro reviews of some earlier Orange Line, Blue Line, Black Series. Let us know if you'd like to see stuff like that. Commander Cody?
Slave Leia? But yeah, that's kind of the idea we had because of, you know, everything that's going on in the world right now. A lot of action figures are being delayed. Mm-hmm. So, you know, we don't want to run out of content for the channel.
Yeah. My job, dine-in restaurants have closed down, but I'm delivery, so I'm still out there fronting this pandemic firsthand with my gloves.
Yeah.
Nate, unfortunately, all movie theaters have shut down.
That is true. I've currently been laid off from my job today. I found out today, the day we're recording this video. So do me a favor and smash like.
Out of the Basement moves on. What's up, guys? I'm here in quarantine.
And watch every single ad on this video all the way through. Maximum ad revenue. Because your boy doesn't have a job right now. I'll be fine, though. I'll be fine. Nothing bad is going to happen to me. But yeah, that's it for Figure It Out. Of course, I'm Nate, joined with Justin.
See you guys later.
Thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you next time on Out of the Basement.